This latest version of Design Data Manager sees modifications to the administration client in the group names and also some of the user attributes. Let's start by logging into the administration client. Okay, I'm going to log in as the administrator. And let's just maximize this. So against user accounts, if I take my user account here, we now have these additional attributes where you can put in the job title, the company, the department, and a contact number for that particular contact in addition to the email address. Okay, particularly useful for larger organizations with lots of users registered so that when you're working within DDM, you can identify people easier. So if I go to the DDM Office client now, if I take a change order as an example, I've got this change order in the system. Okay, as I move it from one step in the workflow to the next step in the workflow, we can choose a group. So I'm going to choose the Department for Engineering Managers. And when I select to choose a user, what we now see, in addition to the user ID, the first name and the last name, we also see the email address, the job title, the company, and the department. Again, for larger organizations, this is particularly useful so that you can identify people correctly. Also, there's the ability to filter in here. So if we say engineer, for example, it will filter and highlight where we're seeing that information. Okay, so let me just cancel out of here. The next enhancement is we have renamed the default groups within the administration tool. So if we go back to administration and we look at our groups here, what we've done is we've renamed and called these power groups. So these are system groups for specific functions within the database. We have a new one for the bulk item editor capability. We've got the original category administrator and category managers. So we're prefixing these now with power group. So when you upgrade your system, this will happen automatically, but it makes it much easier to manage these groups because it also groups them together within this window. In addition to the power groups, we also have our system groups here for DDM administrators, web users, non-domain, and restricted web users. Okay, so it's a nice enhancement. You don't see anything in the DDM Office interface, but it does help with the administration, keeping it nice and clean and consistent.